Hi, I'm Jen. Welcome to my channel. I make videos about my life and adventures as a 50-something silver and solo pre-retirement Gen Xer. So I live alone and I also get to work from home, which can be both a blessing and a curse. First, I'm an introvert as well, so yay, I don't have to interact with people a lot. But on the other hand, there's not a lot of space between my personal and work lives, which can lead to a little bit of stress. So here are 8 quick little self-care habits that I use to help me stay happy and well. The first one is one positive thought per day, usually in the morning or in the evening, sometimes both. Now, I don't have a mantra or an affirmation that I say the same thing every day. I just say something positive, and being a good Canadian, I'll give you a good example. Lucy Maud Montgomery, she's the author of Anne of Green Gables. I've loved Anne of Green Gables since I was a child, and for me, there's no other Anne with an E than Megan Follows. Anyhow, heading to sleep at night, I tell myself,
tomorrow is always fresh with no mistakes in it.
And in the morning, I try to wake up with something like, dear old world, you're very lovely and I'm glad to be alive in you. It's a bit corny, I know, but it actually works. It gets your mind on a positive note, and I like that. My second quick self-care habit is something called the Wonder Woman pose. Have you guys ever heard of this? Well, back in the day, like 2010, 2012, a psychologist called Amy Cuddy did a TED Talk on this pose. It's become one of the most popular TED Talks ever. I will link it below in the description if you want to watch it for yourself. I think you should, it's not very long. In it, she talks about power posing and how your posture can affect your behavior. I'm not going to go through her entire talk here, but the premise is that if you take a couple minutes and adopt this pose, this Wonder Woman pose, or a superhero pose, if you will. Feet shoulder width, shoulders down, chin level, chest out, hands on your hips. Wonder Woman pose. So if you have something coming up, something you have to do that scares or intimidates you, like meeting someone new or taking on a challenge that you've never attempted before, take a minute by yourself and assume the Wonder Woman pose. And visualize Wonder Woman doing it, only she's you. Now, I'm a pretty confident person. I'm a social introvert, but I do practice this. I assume the Wonder Woman pose before I have to give a presentation at work. Even though I know things will turn out fine, I just like the little boost of confidence and energy that it gives me to just take a minute and assume Wonder Woman and be confident. And it really feels good. It works, I swear. And you only need a minute or two to do it. The third quick self-care habit that I practice is doing a brain teaser puzzle every day. I do Wordle and connections through the New York Times. I think they're pretty popular. Even doing Sudoku or the New York Times crossword puzzle. No, don't do that. It takes too long. It doesn't matter as long as you can finish it in under 30 minutes. Working on a puzzle reinforces connections between brain cells. It improves your mental speed and short-term memory. Puzzles increase the production of dopamine. Dopamine is released every time we solve a puzzle. So you get a little hit of feel-good juice every time you complete a puzzle successfully. My fourth really quick self-care habit is going for a walk in nature with a dog. I can't stress this one enough. The practice of submerging oneself in nature is so important to the Japanese that they even have a special term for it. Forest bathing. Now, if you don't have a dog, fine. Just go for a walk outside, somewhere in nature, hopefully. In a park-like setting if you can. The point is that you want to hear more birds chirping and fewer cars revving. Adding the dog just kicks it up a notch. Your mind gets a chance to reset, your body gets a chance to move. And both of these are beneficial to your mental and your physical health. The fifth self-care habit, taking an afternoon nap. It's really weird that when we're younger and we actually need the naps, We rebel against them with a fury that just exasperates our parents and our teachers. But as we grow older, the thought of an afternoon nap just seems like such a luxury. A guilty pleasure, a stolen moment. But having a quick nap in the afternoon means you'll wake up in a better mood, you'll be less easily distracted, and you'll be less impulsive. Also, if you replace an energy drink or a caffeine hit with a nap instead, it's better for your brain and it's cheaper. The sixth quick self-care habit that I do every day, I pop a slice of lemon into a glass or a pitcher of water and I drink that in the afternoons. I cut up lemons and freeze them. So I always have a wedge or a chunk of lemon to put into a glass of water or a pot of tea. It makes the drink interesting. Like a regular glass of water is boring, but a glass of water with a lemon wedge is a little more Paris in a cafe on the avenue. It's also a refreshing way to add vitamin C and antioxidants to your diet, and it can help you cut down on drinking pop and sugary juices as well. My seventh quick self-care habit is to light a lavender candle. Whatever room I'm in, if I light a lavender scented candle, it always reduces my stress levels and eases tension. Historically, lavender has been used in medicine to manage levels of stress and anxiety. In fact, one of the main benefits of lavender is that it can calm without sedating. If you don't like the scent of lavender, that's fine. Find another scent that you do like. Light that candle up. Or use an atomizer and essential oils. But aromatherapy, while it won't cure any diseases, will definitely elevate your mood. And as I have noted in previous videos to this one, I am all in for light therapy, chromotherapy, the use of light and color for therapeutic purposes. So a flickering flame and a warm, calming scent wafting around the room brings me joy every time. Remember to blow out the candle though. Perhaps set a reminder in Ms. A. My eighth quick self-care habit is to brew a pot of herbal tea. The nice kind. If you've ever been to Japan or watched the new Shogun series perhaps, and experienced tea ceremony, you'll know the Japanese have recognized that taking time to prepare a cup of tea is about more than just quenching thirst. There's no need for you to go through all of the intricate movements necessary for Japanese tea ceremony in order to get the benefits, though. The central tenets of the ceremony are that it should take place in a garden or somewhere with natural elements in the surroundings. Somewhere tranquil to calm the spirit. Use a beautiful cup if you can, your best one, and traditionally a little sweet is also served. So pulling out your favorite cup, taking the time to brew a special blend, curling up in a comfortable chair with a view out the window, and including a cookie or a biscuit is a delightful way to slow down and reconnect with your thoughts. Also, tea is full of antioxidants and can boost your metabolism and your brain functions. Win-win. Here's a bonus one, a bonus quick self-care habit. Take a garden tour of your own garden. I like to take a break from my home office and do a little bit of gardening. It can improve a heavy mood, lessen feelings of anxiety, lift depression, and reduce stress. Gardening is good for mental health. I pluck a few weeds, but only few. Gardening for me is more about planning for next year. For me, it's more about checking on the progress of my garden plan, haphazard as it is. Every fall, I take a mental note of what worked this year, what didn't, what I'd like to improve on or build upon, what I'm going to rip out and try and work something else in for next year. I've drawn up so many garden plans for vegetables, it changes every year. And every year I add flowers because I love color and I love the scent. Okay, I lied. I have one more. This is the bonus quick self-care habit. And I just started this because I am turning 60 next year, but it's to plan a trip. And I'm planning my epic 60th birthday trip. And it's a lot of fun. And it's a great stress reliever. It's not just me. Experts also agree travel is good for you. It boosts brain function and enhances your mental health. But even planning a trip can provide that much needed little vacation from day-to-day reality. I've got travel galore all over my bucket list, of course, and I think I've talked about it in previous videos. But I also have a tab in my web browser that I save great ideas for places to go, places to stay, things to see. I've got this tab in my favorites and it's called when. I can plan an entire trip sometimes just from using everything that I've saved from my browsing adventures. Yes, it can indicate that I spend far too much time endlessly scrolling down rabbit holes on the internet, but I come up with perfect little nuggets of places to stay and things to see that make my travels that much more interesting and enjoyable. Plus, it gives my brain a little break from the task at hand. Okay, so that was 10. You got 2 bonus ones, not 8. Thanks for sticking around until the end. Leave me a comment and let me know what you do. A quick self-care habit that helps you get through the day. Leave me a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and please leave me a comment. Bye guys.